You're right.
Yeah, I'm glad. Would you come and see me when your shift ends? We could leave together, if you'd like.
Sure. If we're able to. With all that snow, I'm thinking maybe we'll have no choice but to spend the night here.
I guess that wouldn't be so bad. We could set up a pillow fort on the mezzanine.
A pillow fort? We do work in a hotel, you know. There are actual beds here.
Oh, I wouldn't be sleeping. I've got a reading list the size of the Eiffel Tower. This would be the perfect chance to put a dent in it.
That does sound like fun. I could bring my magazines and, ooh, maybe light some of Rebecca's candles.
Now I kinda hope we do get stuck here.
I just have to finish my tasks for the day, and then I can leave. That ringing. Sounds like the elevator doors are jammed. Mr. Cruz? Mr. Cruz. Oh God. Oh God. What happened? Mr. Cruz's life insurance policy. Why did he have this on him? Just stop for a second, Sophie. Is there anything you missed? Just stop for a second, Sophie. Is this about Paul? Does that mean... Please let there be someone around who can help. I have to get the power back on. Oh, so Paul's work with Marcella was to follow her around like a private investigator, to help her with research for her novel. Poor Paul. Lindsay's death really hit him hard. He hasn't been in the bed. 9:45? So, Anne and Marcella met here this morning while I was busy cleaning room 504. A, B, and Beaumont. The fuse box. Just get to the fuse box in the janitor's closet, Sophie. It's not far. It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier. It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier. I don't think there's anything here that would help me. Think, Sophie, think. What can you use to open the fuse box? It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier. Okay, this looks like something I can use to open the fuse box. I have to get the power back on. The fuse box. Just get to the fuse box in the janitor's closet, Sophie. It's not far. It's too big. I guess all that worked, thank God. Now, to get the power back. No power. I think I need to change all of the blown fuses. How does Eugene do this again? Fuses. I probably need new fuses. Yes, this is what I need. How does Eugene do this again? Fuses. I probably need new fuses. power's back. Now, I should go down to the lobby. Call the police. I knew blocking the stairs would be a bad idea. Is there anything I've forgotten? Once I leave this... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Phone. I need a phone.
Montreal Police Service, Station 22.
There's a man dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
Please stay calm, ma'am. Where are you right now?
The lobby, but the body, it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Thank you. Now, I just have to wait for the police.
Hey, you're here. I've tried restoring the power, but I think Eugene's the only one with the key to the fuse box, and Sophie? Don't worry. I'll find a way to bring the lights back on. Hey, you look a bit pale. Is everything okay?
I found Mr. Cruz. Hector.
He's back? How's he taking that whole thing with his wife?
You don't understand. I found his body. He's dead, Andrew.
Jesus. Maybe you need to sit down, huh? Did you call the police?
Yeah, they're on their way.
What happened? Was he sick or something?
No, I don't think so. Someone did this to him.
You mean... Jesus. Do you think it could be Paul?
I found something on Hector that would point to that. Yes.
On Hector? You mean... You've touched the body?
I mean, yes. Kind of.
Okay. Not a great idea, but we'll figure something out. Just maybe don't mention that to the police, hmm? What did you find?
I found out Hector was trying to get some information on Paul. Plus, we know they fought yesterday, so maybe there was another altercation and Jacques wasn't there to intervene this time.
Yeah, maybe it's an accident. Maybe Paul freaked out and fled the scene. He may have spent some time in a psychiatric hospital, but that doesn't mean he's some dangerous psychopath.
I think I know what you mean. It would be so easy for newspapers to turn this into a cautionary tale on the dangers of crazy people.
Exactly. And It would give Bernard and his pals all the ammunition they need to fight the construction of the new hospital. Those places, they have a bad rep, but the good ones, they can really help people.
But wait, how do you know about Paul's mental illness? I don't remember mentioning it to you.
Oh, look, I really should have told you before. It's just, when I was 19, I studied to be a priest. But I felt so lost. I couldn't enjoy the things I used to like. I could barely get myself out of bed. So I ended up going to a psychiatric hospital.
The same one as Paul, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. The doctors, they helped me get back on my feet. But when I returned to my hometown, it was like I had become a complete stranger. My mother kept telling me I was making it worse in my head, but I swear, people were changing sidewalks when they saw me, looking at me as if I was this dangerous creature all of a sudden.
Elevator
That's why I didn't tell you.
Repair plumbing.
down to fixing it.
I was afraid you'd look at me like
Moral
they did.
behavior.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry.
You do?
You know how I tell everyone that my mom's sick, bedridden? Well, it's true.
Said that
But
Opening a
I
bookstore.
always leave out the part about her
Can't say I'm
illness
surprised.
not being
it just makes
physical.
so much.
I'm ashamed of the truth. So even though I don't know exactly what you went through, I can understand.
Thank you for telling me. I know it's not an easy thing to talk about, but if you ever want to talk about your mom, I'm here. They're here. Promise me you'll be careful with the information you share.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Miss Roy? Miss Roy? Miss Roy!
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now. I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
No. No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
I'm not sure. I guess the doors must have malfunctioned.
A malfunction? Is that something that happens often?
Quite often, yeah. Eugene, that's our maintenance guy. He has to repair the elevator at least twice a month. We also have a lot of problems with the electricity and the plumbing. It's an old building, you know?
I'll have someone take a look at that elevator. If there was a problem with it, surely they haven't gone around to fixing it yet.
No, probably not.
So, what did you do when you found the body?
I checked if he was still alive.
How?
I tried to find his pulse, but there wasn't one.
Is that when you moved the body?
Move the... What do you mean?
We've found evidence that the body first fell inside the elevator, but was then moved out of it.
Oh, Mr. Cruz was halfway inside the elevator when I found him. Since the stairs are blocked because of the renovations, I had no choice but to move the body to leave the 5th floor.
So that must be why the elevator bell was ringing. Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I hadn't thought about that.
What did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut. So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
No, I didn't. Only Eugene does. But I thought an ice pick might do the trick, so I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a size 7, I suppose.
Yes, I am. Why?
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There was blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
I might have touched a few things. Just to figure out what had happened to Mr. Cruz.
Of course you did. Why so many witnesses can't help but compromise the evidence is just beyond me. Anyway, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
I've been snooping around the guests' rooms.
I didn't think you'd admit it.
You knew already?
We've found pictures of you snooping around.
Oh.
Now, unless you want me to arrest you for violating your guests' privacy, I suggest you tell me everything you know.